Me, Mikeself, and I. It's me, Mikeself, and I. Me, Mikeself, and I. It's me, Mikeself, and I.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode uno. I am your host, Mike Betancourt, and you are listening to me, Mikeself, and I, with, of course, Mike Betancourt, a narcissistic show about Mike Betancourt that only talks with Mike Betancourt, that only discusses about Mike Betancourt because Mike Betancourt doesn't get along with others, as said on my report card when I was in 7th grade. Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just here to entertain you. I'm a little bit nervous because this is my first time podcasting. This is my first time actually in the podcast world on my own show. You know, I've been on other shows, I've been interviewed, but I never actually had the reign of the show and feeling the power inside it. It's a great responsibility, but with great responsibility comes great podcasting. Again, welcome to me, Mikeself, and I. I'm here at the VGB studio with my wonderful producer, Mr. Corey Vincent. Corey, say hello. Excellent. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Thanks for the support. Very first episode, doesn't even want to say hi. But hey, no big deal. This is Mike Betancourt. I bet a little bit about myself, ladies and gentlemen, even though I just stumbled over that word, but it's okay. We keep moving forward because that's what we do here in podcasting. We don't do any retakes. We don't do editing and all that stuff because that's going to take a long time. And Corey would be like, dude, I have to be here for 30 hours to edit one word. I don't want to do that to him because I'm at the VGB studios and they don't roll like that. One time, that's it. Improv. Move it. Let's go. So, a little bit about myself. I've been performing stand-up comedy for 11 years, ladies and gentlemen. That's 11 years of being harassed, spit on, heckled, ignored, booed, cheered. People love me. People hate me. People want to add me. And I've developed a lot of friends, and I've lost some friends, but the ones that I lost, they don't belong in my friendship anymore, so that's fine because I have great friends. I actually have a wonderful, amazing following. Everyone that's followed me in my stand-up career, I want to welcome you to me, Mikeself, and I. This is the first episode, and I hope you stay here. If you don't, you can always go to stand-up and watch me on my live shows, which I'll be at Laughs Unlimited, July 15th through the 17th in Old Sacramento. And my fans are great people. They like what I have to say. They love how opinionated I am, and they just love me, and I love them because together we don't give a shit what other people think about us, and that's the thread of the show is not giving a shit, not caring. Just say what you have to say. But I'm not going to say what I have to say on first episode. I don't want to lose all the podcasters yet. Maybe episode 3 or 4, maybe episode 6, 7. We'll see. But I don't want to get too political or too opinionated. I'm like, let's talk about them Democrats and them Republicans. Blah, 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 blah. Not yet. You got to get to know me first. I'm an A's fan. I've been a huge A's fan ever since I was little. I've watched them through the greats, Dennis Eckersley, Jose Canseco, Mark McGwire, the Bash Brothers. Yes, the Bash Brothers. Dave Henderson, Terry Steinbach. I love the A's. I love how much the A's have been a big impact in my life because no matter how many times you lose in life, there is a tomorrow. And that's the A's motto. No matter how many times we lose, we'll maybe win eventually. And that's what life is all about. You may lose today, but you might win something down the road. I'm not a big fan of the Giants. I despise them. I really do. And it's not because the Giants are always winning. It's not because the Giants have taken over the Sacramento River Cats and made it Giants Junior. No, it's the fans. It's the new Giants fans that I can't stand. I had an argument about A's versus Giants to a new Giants fan. And this Giants fan wore all Giant stuff from head to toe. A Giants hat and a Giants scarf and a Giants shirt and Giants shoes and Giants belt and a Giants belt buckle, drinking out of a Giants cup. Because that's what we do. We're Giants and just barfing orange. I hate Halloween now because I'm sick and tired of seeing orange and black everywhere. I hate it. It just, it's Giants. Just let you know, we're the Giants. That's who we are. And I try to have a baseball discussion with a new Giants fan. Oh, we're winners. We won. That's why I became a Giants fan. That's why. Because I'm a Giants and we win. Even though the Giants charge us $100 for parking, we're winners. Yay. Anyways, I try to have a discussion with this Giants fan. I said, you know what? I bet you were probably blown away back in the day when Kevin Mitchell caught that ball with his bare hands. You remember that when he almost ran into the wall? And this is what the person said. Who's Kevin Mitchell? Who's Kevin Mitchell? You don't know who Kevin Mitchell is? What about Brett Butler? Kenny Maldonado? Will Clark? Who's Will Clark? Is he on Facebook? That's why I hate Giants. Because your new Giants fan don't know anything. They don't know their history about it. They don't give a shit about it. And they're just puking orange and black shit everywhere. It's blah. That's why I love the A's, because it pisses other people off. But that's just me. Anyways, that's our show. Just kidding. It's only 23 minutes in. We got a long ways to go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit more about myself, since this is me, Mikeself, and I'm Puerto Rican. Very proud to be a Puerto Rican. I'm not like, oh, Puerto Rico, I don't have Puerto Rican flags, and I don't dance to Daddy Yankee all the time or anything like that. I'm very proud of my heritage. Betancourt, doesn't that sound Portuguese? There are two versions of Betancourt. There's a Bettencourt, and then there's a Betancourt. I'm the Betancourt. I'm the better Betancourt. I don't stutter my T's when I say Betancourt. But a lot of Portuguese people think I'm Portuguese, and they hook me up with drinks. So, Maricas Caraias por Tajbib. There you go, Portuguese people. And it's cool. I like being a Betancourt because I'm also French. So the Betancourt heritage, the French settled in this island called Puerto Rico, and they made the sweet love to the Puerto Ricans, and they created Puerto Ricans and French, and then the Dutch settled there, and then we all had sex there, and that's how you came out with Betancourt. Say it with me. Betancourt. Mike Betancourt. See? Sounds pretty exotic, huh? Not just, hey, everybody, I'm Mike Betancourt. Betancourt. Say it, Corey, one time. Okay, cool. Thanks for participating. Betancourt. So, also, ladies and gentlemen, I also have a co-host here. It's also Mike Betancourt. Basically, it's me talking to myself. Shut up, Mike. Anyways, thank you, co-host. I appreciate it. What did you want to say? Do you have anything specific you want to say, Mr. Co-host, before we move on and talk about my opinions in my life? What is this? You give me a piece of paper. Okay. What does this paper say? Come on. Okay. It says, you're only going to be a co-host unless you do voices. Hey, dude, this is you, man. You can do whatever you want. We got 20 minutes, whatever you want. You want me to introduce you as this voice? Okay. My co-host is nodding his head. And all right, let me introduce my co-host. What's your name? Captain Lou Albano. I hate to break it to you, brother, but that's already been done, and he's passed away. Do you want another name? You're not? Okay, well, he's not shaking his head. He's just standing there like an idiot. But all right, let me come up with a better name. Let's come up with All right, how about this one? Let me slide this to you. How about that? You like that one? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce my co-host, Captain Eugene McLean. For some reason, my co-host wants to be a pirate today, and this is his name. Captain Eugene McLean, hello. Ha-ha! All right, that's enough. That's all you needed to know. That sounded really corny, but that's fine. We are here just moving on to the next thing. What else can we talk about? What else do you like? What pisses you off, Mike? Here we go. This is what Mike Betancourt is all about. I don't like fake people. I really despise that. Anyone that's a fake person, get them out of your lives. I'm not trying to be preachy or anything like that, but it's not worth having fake people in your lives. It's just not worth it. Why try to please people that don't even want it? I've had family members, okay? I've had family members come to my house. They give me hugs. They eat my food. They sit on my couch. They drink my beer. They smile and they say, hey, thanks for having me over. And as soon as I walk away, they're talking shit about me, of my food, of my couch, of my beer. If you don't like me, just walk away. Get out of here. I don't like you either, so leave me alone. Get away. Get away from all the fake people in your life, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Like this stupid co-host idea that I just created. It was ridiculous. It wasn't real. It was fake. And I was trying to force something on you guys, and I didn't like it. So, there. I'm throwing away that stupid idea. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my comedy career. Don't judge me. This is episode uno. Uno. Yes. Si. Está. I don't know that much Spanish. I know. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't know much Spanish. What kind of Puerto Rican are you? If I don't claim that I'm Puerto Rican, and Puerto Ricans that I know that know that I'm Puerto Rican, they're going to stab me. It's in there. It's a proven fact. There's a law, a Puerto Rican law. If you will claim that you're Puerto Rican and you're not proud of being a Puerto Rican, you will be murdered. Hey, look at New York. Look how many Puerto Ricans die because they say that they're not Puerto Ricans. Exactly. It's a statistic, ladies and gentlemen. It's there. It's right there. It's not my fault. I didn't make up the rules. So that's who I am. Me, Mikeself, and I. I like this. This is nice. It's a nice little groove. I got to be a chatterbox, but that's okay. I don't mind it. I don't mind sitting here telling you who I am because episode 1, that's who I am. I'm also a father. Father? What the hell was that? I'm also a father. Where am I, from Wisconsin? I'm also a father. Yeah. I'm also now I'm sounding like Peter Griffin for some reason. Yeah. I'm also a father. He has 2 beautiful girls. Yeah. All right, that's annoying. I'm a father of 2 beautiful girls. I have a wife. So basically, I live in a house of estrogen. That's why I'm doing podcasting, ladies and gentlemen, to get away from the house of estrogen. Okay, let me tell you something, living with all women. First of all, I love them. I love them tremendously. They bring so much joy into my lives. But man, with a lot of women in your lives, it just, you gotta go out and scream and break shit. Fellas, I know there's dads out there that also live in the estrogen pit. I know you're out there. I know you have to watch listen to the Frozen song over and over again. Let it go, shut up, put on baseball, put something else on. Stop raising your voice, Mike. These are precious girls. You don't want to raise your voice. You might scar them for life. I don't give a shit. I need men in my life. That sounds kind of weird, but you know what? Ladies, if you have a husband that lives in an estrogen pit, give him a man cave, please. If you love your husband, if you truly care about the man that is raising your daughters, that's being the I can't even explain it right now because I'm so flustered right now it's take care of your man. That's what I'm trying to say. Take care of your man. Give him a man cave. Give him a time to go outside of the house and hang out with other dudes, okay? This is just for guys that live in an estrogen pit. I'm not talking about guys that have 2 sons. Guys that have 2 boys, I don't like you. You're not my friends. Don't even listen to this podcast. Get away from me because you're already, man. You could be the nerdiest guy in the world. You could have your bones could be brittle and you can have like this weak, meek voice. Hey, how's it going? But you're more of a man than I will ever be because you have 2 boys. You're an asshole. Get away from me. I'm not talking to you. You already have a man cave. That's your whole freaking house. And you need to let your wife go have some women time with her friends. Stop being so goddamn selfish. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the men that have to smell potpourri on a daily basis. Fellas, I'm with you. It sucks. I'm with you. And then your daughters, they bring friends over. But it's not boys. You don't want boys over. So it's other girls that come over. And then their wives come over. So you got this whole house of 20 to 15 or 15 to 20. See, I'm so flushed I can't even count right. 15 to 20 women. Oh, cool. That's so nice. Spray some more perfume. That's fine, ladies. Come over to the estrogen pit. That's fine. You're allowed to. But if the husband needs to get out of the house or doesn't want to introduce himself to a shitload of women, that's fine. Give him his space. Give him his beer. Let him watch whatever he wants to. Let him curse. That's why I'm here, because my wife cares about me. She's like, you need to get out of the house. You're all wild up. You need some testosterone. Get out of here. She kicked me out and let me do podcasting. That's why. And I thank her. I love her for that. And it felt good to get that off my chest. So any guys that are out there, please listen to, whoops, I dropped something. Please listen to me, Mikeself, and I, and share this to your wives. Okay? But it takes a real man to admit that. It takes a real man to be in a daughter's life. Okay? Any guys that are out there that say, oh, I have a daughter, but I haven't seen her in 20 years because I got to hang out with my friends and drink. You're not a man. You're a piece of shit. Just want to let you know that. Don't even call yourself a man. Okay? Call yourself something else, like a Republican or Donald Trump or something less of a human being. That's who you are. You don't abandon. It takes a real man to go to a princess party. Okay? Do you know what a princess party is, Corey? Exactly. He has a wife. That's it. He gets to sleep in. He doesn't even know what children are. He sees them on TV. He's heard them outside the VGB studio. So they're like, these goddamn kids are so goddamn loud. Yeah, but they're not in your face, Corey. They're not pulling your eyelids out saying, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Let's watch My Little Pony. They're not doing that, are they? No. And that's why he gets to sleep in on a Sunday. And he just woke up at 1 o'clock and it's 3 o'clock now. Wonderful for him. I don't know where I'm going with this, but it takes a real man to be a part of a daughter's life. So go to that princess party. Put on that tiara. Listen to that Frozen song. Put on that dress, you pussy. Because a daughter needs that man in their lives, okay? So fellas, be a good father. Stay in your daughter's lives and then have time to break shit and do manly stuff. That's all I got to say about that. I was going to have a co-host in here, but I want to be real. This is who I am. I was a little bit nervous, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to lie. I've been doing stand-up comedy for 11 years, like I said. But this right here is kind of nerve-wracking because I don't hear anything. And Corey's just looking at me like I'm an idiot. But that's fine. Without him, there wouldn't be a podcast. Without the VGB studios, there wouldn't be a podcast. So thank you, guys. Anyways, I'm going to take a sip of a drink right now, and you guys can discuss what's going on amongst yourselves. There's no dead air, Mike. What are you doing? There's no such thing as dead air. I'm sorry. You're right. Man, I was really holding all that stuff in. See, that's why men need to go out and scream and hit shit. So they don't hit you, ladies. It's true, though. Corey laughed. He smiled. He's texted his wife, no, I love you, sweetheart. I love you so much. But that's why men need to get out. Break stuff, guys. That's the best. Go work out. Just don't do CrossFit, okay? People that do CrossFit, all they always talk about is CrossFit. Corey, do you do CrossFit? Exactly. He's not even speaking to me, but he's not talking about CrossFit because he doesn't do CrossFit, okay? People that do CrossFit, please don't talk to anybody else. Just hang out with your CrossFitters. If you know someone that doesn't do CrossFit, don't become their friends, okay? Because we know what we're gonna hear about. Oh man, I just sweated for like 40 minutes, man. I'm so sore. Why are you sore? I did like 150 burpees. What the hell's a burpee? You don't know what a burpee is? You do 150 burpees, and then you do pull-ups, and then you do push-ups, and then you sit up, and then you do burpees again, and then you blow your wad. What's a wad? It's CrossFit terminology. I don't know. I'd rather hang out in a house of estrogen than talk to people about CrossFit. I'm just going to say it right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'll say it again. I'd rather be in a house of estrogen at a Mary Kay party that's like some freaking makeup perfume stuff than sit with someone at a bar talking about CrossFit. Because CrossFit, I don't know. It's a way of life. That's how we believe. It's a religion. That's what we do. We talk about CrossFit on a daily basis because that's who we are. We're CrossFitters. Lift weights and CrossFit. There's more to life than CrossFit. How dare you say that? You don't know what it's like to do a burpee and fail. You don't know what it's like. I don't, because I never tried a burpee in my life. I don't want to be the best at exercising. If I'm going to train something, I want to train to kill somebody, like Krav Maga. Has anyone heard about that martial arts? That is a very mean martial art. It's mean. It's not like kung fu. It's not like jujitsu. It's not like karate. It's mean. Okay? As soon as your opponent comes up to you, gouge their eyes out, and rip out their nutsack at the exact same time. Not even a handshake, not even step back, not even put up your defense. Just go, and then switch them, put the balls on their eyes and put their eyes on their balls. I could see it. I could see you kicking me. You know, Krav Maga is badass, okay? Jiu-Jitsu is badass. Kung Fu is badass. Karate? I don't know. Karate is, I don't know. When everyone has to do it in sequence. 1, 2, 3. It's very structured. You know? I've noticed that. Every karate movie I've seen, it's very structured. Jeet Kune Do, you know, Bruce Lee's martial arts, that's different. You know why? Because it's not CrossFit. That's why. All right, who do you think would be in better shape, ladies and gentlemen? Someone who CrossFits or Bruce Lee? I'll wait. Exactly. CrossFitters, because Bruce Lee's no longer with us. Anyways. This is who I am, ladies and gentlemen. I just talk a lot of shit. And this is what this podcast, and those who have been following my career, I want to say thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy this podcast. I really do. And please show this to everyone. Anyone and everyone that knows me, show this to everyone else, because this is who I am. I'm just a guy that just had his voice cracked and kind of sounded like Michael J. Fox for a second. Oh, Marty, what are we going to... Doc, what do you mean? She's my ma. You're my Calvin Klein. Yeah, everyone knows that one. Incest, a little gross. Back to the Future. You're my ma. You're my ma. Where are you going, Calvin Klein? I have a horrible joke. Corey, you want to hear it? All right, it's not terrible, but whatever. It is what it is. I know Bernie Sanders is out of the runnings, which I was really, really on board with him. Not because he said free school and free healthcare. I don't believe him. That's never going to happen. If you actually believe that's going to happen in the next 4 years, you're a fucking idiot. Okay? Do you know how much taxes is going to be latched onto us? We're probably going to be taxed right now to get free healthcare and free education. Well, Denmark's doing it. Well, everyone, yeah, because they've done it for years. You're going to tell Americans to switch and give free shit away? No. I liked Bernie Sanders because he put a spotlight on the economy. He put a spotlight on the rigged election. I was for that, but everything, he's going to save the world. It's not going to happen. He might as well do CrossFit because I don't want to hear him anymore. Anyways, he's going to have a new campaign. It's with him and Michael J. Fox. It's going to call Fox and Sanders, Shake and Bake. Moving right along. That's terrible. Why would you say that the last 5 minutes of your... I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Bernie Sanders. I'm sorry, Michael J. Fox. I love you both. If I can go have a DeLorean and go back in time, I would say it again. Anyways, Shake and Bake. Anyways, yeah. So what else do I gotta talk about? What else? Hey, you know what? I could be talking a lot more. I could be a Donald Trump right now, okay? If you guys can listen to Donald Trump and vote him to be the Republican presidential candidate, I think you guys can like me and listen to my podcast for a while before you get sick of me. But if not, no worries. No big deal. I've got other people's, or I'll just listen to myself, me, Mikeself, and I, because that's what we do. That's what we hang out with. What do we got to say for the last 5 minutes? What should I say? I didn't tell you guys this. I'm an actor. I was in a couple of commercials and short films. I was also in WrestleMania. Yeah, WrestleMania 31, ladies and gentlemen, at Levi Stadium. I, as a wrestling fan, made it to Mount Olympus. That where I saw all the gods. I saw everybody. You name it. Go ahead, say a wrestling name. Yes. Go ahead, say another wrestling name. Absolutely. They were all there, and I got a chance to be a part of that, ladies and gentlemen. It was amazing. It just blew me away. I had a small part. I was one of Rusev's soldiers. I carried the Russian flag and walked down the ramp, and then I was also one of Bray Wyatt's scarecrows. Did this weird, creepy walk down the ramp, and that was my 15 seconds of fame at WrestleMania. So what was it like at WrestleMania? It was weird. I'm not going to lie to you. Being backstage is not as fun as everyone thinks it is because wrestlers hate you. If you're not a dying kid, they don't want to talk to you. If you're not a hot chick, they don't want to talk to you. Look at me. Look at my picture. Do you think any wrestlers will want to talk to me? No, because I was like this, I look like The Rock, but not really The Rock. I'm like, the Crossfit of The Rock, maybe. I don't know. But it was just weird because they all ignored you, when they saw you walking towards them, they talked to their friends and they lower down their voice and but I understand why, because you don't understand. Wrestlers have fanatic fans. They're crazy fans out there. They're the grown men, not just kids. Grown men. Oh my God, John Cena! You remember the first time you did that Hustle, Loyal, and Respect? You remember that? Hey, how many burpees can you do? I could do 20 because I'm a CrossFitter. You want to do CrossFit with me? Could you imagine a guy in his 30s talking to a wrestler like that? I understand why wrestlers don't like to talk to people. I get it. I understand. I was a fly on the wall, and I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to get my ass kicked by Brock Lesnar or The Undertaker. Undertaker's huge, by the way. I mean, not like nasty huge, but he is a monster, okay? I remember I was waiting backstage, and I had my burlap sack on as the scarecrow waiting to go out for the Bray Wyatt music. And I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't see shit. I thought I was going to die that day. I thought I was going to fall off a 30-foot ramp and tumble down the audience and everyone just eat me alive because they're rabid fans, because everyone's rooting for The Undertaker. And I bumped into something. And I looked up and I saw this silhouette, and it was The Undertaker. He looked at me and he didn't say, "Excuse me." This is what he said. You know what that means? That groan right there is 30 years of, I hate doing this shit for the last 30 years. God damn it, I hate my life. Dong. Yes! Yeah! Could you imagine being a wrestler for the last 30 years doing the exact same shit, nothing, and everyone saying the exact same question every single day of party? But you know what? Whatever. Boo effing who, wrestlers. Deal with it. I can't be myself when I go outside. Blah. Whatever. You're getting paid a shitload of money. Okay? Deal with it. If you want to be The Rock, be The Rock. I'm going to be The Rock 24/7. I can't be Dwayne Johnson. I can't read a book outside and drink coffee. I don't care. All right? You're not a kid in Syria getting blown away. So deal with all that money that you have and all those freaking movie deals, wrestlers. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed episode uno. I will definitely be back. Please share this with everyone. And also, ladies and gentlemen, please go to my website. Go to MikeBetancourt.com, BETANCOURT.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff right there. I'm not going to give you a crap load of links to go to. Just go to my website. Everything's there. I hope you had a good time. Thank you for listening. And we will be back again. Yeah.